Okay, I think we're live. Let me just double check. All right, everything's good to go. Give me just a sec. I gotta share everything and get the links out there and all that. Oh, what did I? Oh, I messed up. Just a few seconds more. Sorry. God, I got like resting bitch face in that thumbnail. Okay. Ugh. One more. So I think I got everything shared. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. All right, let's get this started. Hey, y'all, this is Stevie with Redneck Economics, and tonight is our first solo Free Speech Friday. And we've got a lot to cover because, I mean, look, I've been meaning to do this for like a month now, at least, but I've got, especially now, I mean, James Corbett was taken down. But I've got like a few weeks at least worth of stuff that I want to go over. So let's start with what is Free Speech Friday. So when all this censorship, which has been going on for quite some time now, but it's been really ramped up in the past, I don't know, what would you say, like month or two? Well, past few months, really. I wanted to record it. I wanted to like document every case that I could find of censorship, demonetization, deplatforming. I mean, just any tactic that they being, big tech, government, what have you. I wanted to document that, like all the instances and examples of censorship out there. And I want to give those people a voice, and make sure that people know that what's going on, who's being silenced, and what they were talking about in order for them to get silenced, right? So it's not just, I mean, I want to lift up the people that were silenced, but even more importantly, I think that we should focus on the information that got them censored, right? Because I mean, I know no movement or cause is going to hinge on like one person. That's just like setting it up for failure. So if you're going to fight for something, it has to be for that cause, that policy, or whatever it is. It can't be about one person being censored, right? So, hey, Dingo, good to see you here. But that's what I'm trying to do. So I want to make sure that their platforms get attention, right? Like their channels and stuff. But it's at the end of the day, it has to be about the information that is trying to be silenced, because obviously there's certain things out there that are a threat to the power structure out there. Oh, Fuzz the Fair, hey. Confined to YouTube and Twitter suspensions, extended to demonetizations. Yeah, any kind of tactic they use, right? Like it's Patreon, Twitter, Facebook, anything. If in any way your speech, any speech is being like infringed on, like if they're trying to put pressure on anybody to keep them quiet, that's what I want to focus on. And what is it that they're saying that's so dangerous, right? Like what is it that's so dangerous? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've got, my hair's too thick to do a ponytail. So I have to do pigtails. I'm getting a little too old for the pigtails, but whatever. I do what I want. All right. Oh, we got Peter Maranchi. I don't know how to say your last name, but welcome, Peter. Good to see you again. All right. So let's go over to the Discord, because I'm so thankful for everybody over on my Discord that's been leaving all the examples that they found of the censorship. I've been using that, and what I'm seeing in the news, what people are talking about, and also over on Roar Media's Discord, they have a section for censorship. So I'm just going to go through some of those and see where we're at. Because I think the more this is what the intelligence agencies and big tech does, right? They gather up a lot of information. They just cast a wide net, gather up all of the data, right? And then they can put together like patterns with it. So that's what I'm trying to do with this, is like trying to see what is it that they're most threatened about, what information is it that is scaring them the most, that if it got out there, what are they paying the most attention to? How is it that they're censoring? Is it phrases that we're using, or is it the titles of our videos? I mean, because they don't even tell you, right? I mean, if you get a strike on YouTube, all they do is just tell you, well, you screwed up. They don't tell you how. They just say, don't do it again. We're not going to tell you what you did wrong, but don't do it again. All right. So, I mean, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. All right. So let's go to censorship. And I'm going to screen share this so y'all can see it. Hold on. And we got Jared R. Less bones, more bones. Brian, RSFO. Awesome. Oh, Jared says that foreign policy stuff, US war crimes. Oh, yeah. Because that's the one thing that you can unite like globally over, right? That's one thing that we can get allies, like, I mean, all across the planet. Because I mean, I don't know of a country that we haven't fucked over at this point. All war crimes are crimes these days. Fuzz the Fair. I've been digging through FBI files that had intelligence agencies literally ignore Klan Nazi Party US members in favor of letting the Greensboro massacre happen, where 5 communists died. Interesting. You'll have to put that in the Discord, because I'd love to look through that. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh, I mean, we invited the Nazis into our government. So, I mean, like, I'm not too surprised that they're just like, there's just a few Nazis over there, right? Yeah, exactly, Peter. I mean, we just can't keep up with these wars. I mean, we are on the edge of a climate abyss. I mean, this is, I mean, not to mention, I mean, first and foremost, I mean, y'all would agree, hey, maybe we shouldn't like blow up poor people in other countries. Okay, maybe we should use our words, right? Let's come to an agreement. Let's work something out. Because I mean, even after all the killing and the stabbing and the shooting and the bombing, right? After all that, we still have to sit down together and come up with a plan for peace. So why don't we just skip the whole, shooty bomby part and just get to the let's work out our differences? But that doesn't, get the military industrial complex billions and billions and billions and trillions of dollars. So, we gotta cut them in on it, right? Oh, I'll go ahead and post. I'll post the link. Hold on, let me get the Discord link. Yeah, because everybody's been so helpful as far as like, let me know about any kind of censorship that they've been coming across. Okay. Okay, that should work. Peter says the elite loves overt Nazis. They're an excuse to ban free speech, which will end up being used to ban any speech against oligarchy. Yeah, that's what they do. They pick the like the caricature of evil or racist or stupid or whatever. I mean, fill in the blank. They pick like this, like almost like a Hollywood villain type of person to silence, and so then they'll take that person and say, "This is why we got to do all these things, right? This is why we have to make sure everybody can't say what This is why we got to take away the First Amendment, right? Because this person over here, they said some things." This Bond villain. And then once they do that, and everybody's like, yes, yes, we agreed. We agree that you shouldn't say things like, kill all brown people, right? Well, and then as soon as that's done, they turn it on us. They turn it on the people that criticize the people in power. Yep, exactly, Jared. Alex Jones. Alex Jones. Oh, Alex Allen's here. Hello. Dingo says the intel community used fascists and Nazis to destabilize Eastern Bloc countries during Cold War, so no surprise that they would do it here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We see this everywhere, and and the things that they've been doing to other countries and other people. Well, guess what? It's not like they're like, oh no, it's an American citizen. We wouldn't do that to an American citizen. They're doing it now. I mean, you've got Washington, D.C., like surrounded and barbed wire fence with armed guards. Yeah, yeah. That's what a coup looks like, right? That's what a coup looks like. Not the little museum tour that we saw on the 6th. Oh, I like that quote, Jared. Chomsky says hate speech is just speech you hate to hear. Yeah. I mean, unless you're saying like, hey guys, let's all get together and kill all the people named David in America. Like that's, obviously you should be able to say that. But unless you're committing a crime, like unless you're, that would be a crime, like plotting the murder of, all the Davids. No offense, Davids. That's a crime. That's something that's actionable, right? Or if you lie about somebody and drag their name through the mud, that's actionable. That's breaking a law. But just going on there and saying on whatever platform you want and saying things that people don't like to hear, that's not breaking a law. That's just, sometimes it's called journalism or reporting. Sometimes it's called just being an asshole. But whatever it is, it's like, I respect your right to do either one. So it just came out how ineffective AOC is. Fox does that. Oh my gosh, the mental gymnastics that are going on to justify the AOC. And I'm so fucking sick and tired of her. Look, Anthony Reyes posted a link in Discord the other day, and I just went on like this small rant about it because I'm just so sick of her taking up all the conversation. Like, I want to talk about the stuff that's actually important. I want to get together and like organize and come up with strategy and work out a plan and get out there. But no, I have to stop and address the bullshit that AOC is doing now, right? I got to stop what I'm doing and take time out for this fucking hack to make sure that because it's not something that we can just like pass over, right? Like the fact that she's ignoring, these, what do they call it now? Overflow facilities, kids in cages, right? Or the fact that she's donating money to establishment Democrats and it doesn't even matter. I don't even know why I feel like I need to address it anymore at this point, because the thing is that her sycophants, her cult, right? Her cult followers are behind her no matter what. It's like Trump said, I could shoot somebody and get away with it. And that's what she does. She gets away with all this. There's always an excuse for it, always an excuse for her behavior. And I'm tired of trying to rationalize and get this information to these people that don't care what the truth is. So I will continue to, I guess, report on it or, talk about it to a certain degree, but I'm done wasting my time, like trying to convince people of how bad some of these politicians and, other people are, like the corporation CEOs and stuff like that, because there's still people out there that think Bill Gates is just a wonderful philanthropist, right? And I'm just so tired of it. So tired of it. Because no matter what, it's like every week she does something new that's incredibly blatantly, against everything that she preaches. And then, I'll talk about it. Combo Couch will talk about it. Everybody will talk about it. And then at the end of the day, her cult followers will sit there and just say, well, look, she did it for this. And then we'll argue about it for the next fucking forever. So that's what happens. So I'm just trying to break that cycle of like reacting to the news. Unless it's something like vitally important. That's why I took like this big break from my channel, because I'm just like, I'm so sick of reporting the same things. I'm so sick of talking about the same stories and the same corruption. I'm like, yeah, y'all know this already, right? I mean, this thing, a politician did something that screwed you over. Are you surprised? Nope, neither am I. I want to do something proactive. I want to be on the offense and not the defense. Like, I want action attached to just saying things. I don't want to just sit here and complain about a problem and not do anything about it. Anyway, that's my rant. Yeah. Oh, Jilly Love's here. Hell yeah. Hey, Jilly. Okay. The kind of traitor we must expose and defeat. Yeah, I just don't know how much more you can expose. That's my thing. It's like, look, I made a video 3 years ago about AOC. And what's happened since then? She's only gained more power, more popularity. So every time like anybody wants to say anything, like, just, you know what? I have spoken for hours on end about how this woman does not care about you or me or anybody else. And she's only getting worse and she's only getting more popular. So, if anybody says anything, I'll just refer them to, my videos or anybody else's videos. I just, I hope one day that they do understand what's going on, right? I hope they say like, oh shit. I mean, because I can't do that for them. Once you're in a cult, nobody can drag you out of the cult. You have to realize that you're in the cult and get out. So that's all I can do is plant some information, try to put it out there. And when they're willing to see it, then it's available to them. So, I can't sit there and waste all of my time on damn AOC. Fuzz affair. I'm very close. I'm subbing from Richard Medhurst just to have less AOC headlines on my feed. Oh, I love Richie. No, I love him. But seriously, yeah, it's like almost. I wish there was a filter you could put on the internet, right, and just filter all the AOC stuff out, just to turn it on every once in a while for some sanity. I'm tired of her face. But yeah, I was actually watching Richie's because I don't I don't get his notifications, so I have to watch it after the fact. But I was watching his live stream the other day. I think it was yesterday or day before. And oh my God, it was just breaking my heart when he's just talking about all these stories about, his family that's over there in these countries that are being bombed and torn apart by American foreign policy. And it's just awful. It's awful. I mean, and what can you do? I mean, that's why we're here, to figure out what to do about it, right? So, what's the thing? Josh Davis is here. Hey, Josh. Oh yeah, you grew up in a cult too, Josh. Yeah, I mean, we all grew up in some kind of cult. You know, Democrat, Republican, conservative, whatever, or cult of celebrity, cult of, I mean, there's so many cults out there. Disruptive, Jilly says, disruptive civil disobedience is the only thing that has ever worked historically. You got to do that, and you got to screw with their money. You have to absolutely. I mean, that's why they do everything, right? It's because of money. Now it's getting more and more to the point of we don't have enough money to threaten them with, even if we do like some kind of collective bargaining or, boycott or whatever. It's getting to the point now that we just don't have the funds to say like, well, we're just not going to give you money anymore. So yeah, it's definitely going to come down to, yeah, you have to be a pain in their asses, man. Like if every time they lay down to sleep, there's somebody outside of their house banging on pots and pans. We can do it for the nurses. We can do it to annoy the people that are in power, right? So we've got to do that. I mean, every time they go to sleep, every time they try to go out to eat, every time they're sailing on their yachts, there's going to be somebody there heckling them constantly. Because if we don't get any peace and relaxation, then neither should they, right? I mean, if it's good enough for us, it's good enough for them. That's how I see it. Grocery donation, blocking courtroom. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I'm glad you brought that up, Fuzz, because it's not going to be just one thing. Like, we can't just turn out in the streets and say, okay, well, we're going to heckle them constantly. That's very important. But unless we can provide some mutual aid to the people that have been screwed over by the system, we're going to lose allies. We're losing people that can help us in this fight, right? So we need to provide mutual aid to the people that are homeless, hungry, don't have health care, all the basic needs. We need some kind of mutual aid to step in and provide those basic needs so those people can get back up on their feet and, and join us. And I mean, just so many people out there right now, just struggling to survive, that they just don't have the time or the energy to do this kind of stuff. Oh, hey, Seth, Tokyo Shim. Oh, please. Yes, I'm definitely CIA. Y'all know me, right? I'm always shilling for that CIA. I mean, you can look at my big extravagant mansion I got here, right? Making those big CIA dollar bills. Yeah, our power is in numbers, that's for sure, Peter. We're sitting here talking about how to like change the system, but I am a CIA agent. Looting and graffiti. I didn't promote looting and graffiti. Y'all, Tokyo Shimp, I'm just going to let y'all know, I know a lot about him. I know about his backstory. I know that he makes aliases and all this stuff. and he likes to harass people out there actually doing something. I'm not going to censor him, but just saying. I didn't promote looting. What I did was I said, look, I understand when people get to that point where they do stuff like that. And graffiti, oh my God, sure. Sign me up. You got me. You got me. I promoted graffiti. Yeah. I'm not out there saying that we should hurt people or kill people. I'm saying that, you know what, if you want to do a little bit of graffiti, that is a cosmetic problem. That is not denying people health care or whatever. So do I like Trotsky? I've heard some about him, but I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about Trotsky or hardly anything. Oh, Ed, where's Montauk? He's laying down right now. I'm just doing this one solo. Yeah. Hey, Claudia. Shadow banned refugee. I'm an FBI agent. Like Yano in Point Blank. Yeah. 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 You got me. Yeah. Yeah. The horror of graffiti. Oh, think about all those people. I'm hurting with graffiti. Anyway, so the whole point of Free Speech Friday is to actually talk about the censorship. So let's just get to that. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to screen share. Let's see if I can figure it out. Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay, so here we are. Here is the censorship part of my Discord. So if you look through here, I've got text channels. This is where I like to, anybody that has anything that like to promote, other channels. I'm always looking for other people to help out and to promote. Boring Dystopia. That's just, things that are normalized that shouldn't be, that we just kind of like, oh, I didn't realize how absolutely horrendous that is because it's just so normalized. But I've got different sections on here, one for activism and information. I got a little section here just for fun. And then there's, of course, one for, where'd it go? Oh, for everything Appalachia. So you got West Virginia stuff, Appalachia in general, news, history, propaganda, cryptids. Then we got fun stuff, memes, music, videos, all that. But let's go to the censorship. So start off with Sleepy J. He said that we at Slow News Day had an interview with Billy get yanked from YouTube a while back. They didn't even tell us they pulled it. I only noticed because it was on our Odyssey page still. It was difficult to even find in YouTube Studio to see it had indeed been pulled. So if you make videos, please double check that. I need to go back through and check mine to see if any of them have been removed. But I don't know. I can't seem to piss them off enough to censor me yet. I keep trying though. Let's see. I listened to Collapse Chronicles. He had one yanked for copyright and COVID stuff. I am currently backing his channel up on Odyssey now. Snork says, I found out that Twitter unfollowed me from Hardlands Media. Also, I am blocked from refollowing them. Interesting. Now that one's really weird. That's a new one. See, this was back in March. So this is about like a month back. HLM got shit canned. They have backup channel, but don't remember the address. So, but since then, HLM's back up and running. Lens, let me see. Give me just a sec. I probably should have done this like before I started. Let's go back to this. Let's see. It says sites and use only. Oh, there was also a news article because right when all this went down, I was trying to back up my content because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when YouTube comes after me. I mean, we've seen this, across the board. It doesn't matter. And Hardlands Media is a perfect example of this. It does not matter how nice you are, how the words you use, you'll get deplatformed right alongside the people that spoke out. So, but I was in the middle of backing up my channel Odysee when I found this new article that came out. Odysee, the new YouTube for the far right. Because y'all know me, I'm so far right. I'm so far right. I just had to go to Odysee because, of my right, viewpoints, like, ending wars and, I don't know, giving people a living wage and healthcare, all those righty things that I'm all about. Yeah, I'm gonna get banned for not for not content. Oh, hey Oz. Yeah, yeah, I'm a badass. I think we should graffiti things. Well, if he thinks that's bad, I don't know. I mean, I guess graffiti is appalling, but not killing poor people in other countries or letting people live in poverty, but whatever. It's all good. I'm sure I'll make a video about it, whatever. Let's see. I'm gonna scroll through this because some of it's just us just chit-chatting back and forth. Okay, so here's one. Sleepy J says, he posted one. It said it's from MM Crypto at MM Crypto on Twitter. He says, my YouTube channel just got deleted. He said, at YouTube, this must be a mistake. Please restore the channel. So I don't know if he's back up yet, or I don't know his deal. I know Deb Della Piana's channel got taken down. Let's see who else. And even in our chats, right? And this is why I do like using Rockfin to chat with people. But the thing is like, I understand that it's clunky to use, it's just not there yet. But it can seem kind of inconvenient, but it's not as inconvenient as being censored on YouTube. Because I mean, I'm looking at the chats and there's all these people in chat, and then sometimes nothing's showing up. It's like there's like 5-10 minutes at a time where nobody's saying anything. I doubt that. And personally, I've seen where my comments have just disappeared as soon as I was saying something. Now, one instance was really, really interesting because they were talking about bombing US citizens or something like that. And I brought up the point, I said, they bombed people and American citizens in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they also bombed US citizens in the mine wars. And my comment got yanked. So I posted those two things separately. I posted when I said they bombed people in Tulsa. That one went through. And then when I made the second comment of people were bombed in the mine wars, that one got censored. That one got yanked from the chat. So I could talk about dropping bombs, but was it the fact that it was mine wars, or was the wars the part that got that alerted the Eye of Sauron? I don't know. So let's see. I need to go back to this. I got to share screen. Sorry. Okay, so over here in Scotland, No Wing Media says over here in Scotland, we're putting up with this shit today, and this is the draconian and overbearing bill that would allow people to be prosecuted for conversations within the privacy of their own homes. Public order law doesn't belong in our homes. Let's go to that. Stage through the Scottish hate crime bill takes place today. The draconian overbearing, I read that already. So I'm going to have to look into this and see exactly where they're at with this, if that was passed or, what's the details on that one. Using social justice, identity politics to justify loss of free speech and privacy. There's some there. Yep, Patreon is now removing Whitney Webb. And here's the thing about Whitney Webb being taken off of there that is especially troubling, to put it mildly, is the fact that they didn't say that she was incorrect. They said that it wasn't for medical misinformation. They said that she was posting information that would dissuade people from getting preventative measures as far as preventing, COVID-19. So that they're saying, like, look, you're not wrong, but you can't be saying that stuff, right? Or else people won't go out and get a vaccine if they have all the information. And this wasn't stuff that she posted on Patreon either. So either somebody snitched on her or they're watching her. How did they know what she was saying somewhere else in order to say, like, look, you can't be saying that stuff? I mean, there's just layers of how bad that is. Let's see, IndependentLeft.news says that Vanessa Beeley got hit. I think they took down her channel. Let's look at this. It says, hi, Vanessa Beeley. We reviewed your content and found severe or repeated violations of our community guidelines. We're not going to tell you what those are, but don't do it again. Oh, sorry, I just added it in. Because of this, we have removed your channel from YouTube. We know this is probably very upsetting news, but it's our job to make sure that we deep throat the boot of the establishment. Oh, sorry, misread that. But it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. If we think a channel severely violates our policies, we take it down to protect other users on the platform. You wouldn't want people thinking too much. And Vanessa Beeley is a fucking badass. For them to take her channel down is absolutely disgusting. Let's see, Corbett report removed from Patreon. This was on March 11th. Let's see what else. Okay, Rob Nitro on March 18th. TLAV terminated on YouTube right after Beeley interview. Now this one, okay, we got to watch this one. Let me get here. I mean, this is so ridiculous. When you see like how stupid this is.
Death race, and there's nothing too wild about it, just some good old-fashioned family fun, strapping some rubber penises to RC cars and having a BattleBot style fight to the death, just coming up with the best war machine possible using the wieners and the RC cars. But things got a little interesting. The video itself is nothing too crazy. The file isn't corrupted. There's no ghost in the machine. It's not like a haunted video. But when I posted it on YouTube, shit got wacky real quick. It is an actual cursed video. So I just wanted to go over it and walk through things because I was getting messages right away when this paranormal phenomenon started to get noticed in the comment section. I wouldn't be surprised if Zach Brafiganafkis, whatever the fuck his name is from Ghost Adventures, has reached out to me and I just haven't seen the email because it is pretty spooky. And I just wanted to quickly make this video talking about it because I find it very interesting. Now, contrary to popular belief, I actually do read comments and I do enjoy going to the comment section on most videos. So when I posted Dildo Death Race yesterday, I noticed something I'd never seen before in the entire time I've been on YouTube, which is 15 fucking years. The number of comments would fluctuate drastically. I watched it go from 1,000 comments, which was almost instant for some reason, which is also uncharacteristic. Like the second I posted it, it said 1,000 comments. Then it went down to like 20, and then 10 minutes later it was up to like 600, and then I refreshed the page and it went down to 40, and it was just back and forth by hundreds of comments and even 1,000 in the first case, which isn't, you know, like the weirdest thing on YouTube because sometimes the data desyncs on the YouTube studio, the calculator, the hub where it shows you everything. Sometimes the data flip-flops, but it eventually gives you an accurate reading on like views, comments, and shit like that. But here, it never happened. In fact, even to this day, as I'm making this video, at this very moment, the comments are still fluctuating and mysteriously vanishing. I'm not trying to make this a grand mystery up there with like the Dyatlov Pass or DB Cooper, you know, this isn't a Lamino video, but there is something very interesting afoot with this video and this video alone. You see, it's not just the data that's incorrectly calculating things and not showing the comments. What actually happens is the comments themselves are being auto-deleted by YouTube after exactly 18 seconds in most cases. Sometimes there are comments that survive this purge, and those comments will often be deleted anywhere from 20 seconds to an hour later automatically by
Mariana wanted to know who this guy is. His name is Penguins with the Z, Zero, I think. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Penguins Zero. And he just makes like, you know, he does like gaming stuff and, you know, funny stuff. But he even got censored. You know, he's not out there talking about, you know, the white helmets or, you know, coups or, you know, war crimes. This is literally a dildo death race with RC cars.
YouTube without me doing anything or ever seeing them. This includes my own comments. In fact, the only comment I've made that survived is one that I've pinned. Every other comment I've made has been deleted in 18 seconds. Now, I tested this on stream just to show you. I've done this a lot of times. I've posted about it on Twitter, making people aware, like, hey, I'm not deleting these comments, so just know that. And then people would post videos of them leaving comments and watching them disappear. Now, it's not like they're just being marked as spam or anything, or like going to some separate area in the comments, like held for review or shit like that. They're not in purgatory. The comments are just outright deleted. So I'm going to show you me doing it on stream, and that way you know that the comments are just straight up fucking gone, vanished into the void, into the nether realm, the fucking shadow realm.
Glee wax strips are so effective, your hair will...
It's been doing it for 2 hours. When you type a comment here, it auto-deletes itself after 18 seconds. Oh, hold on, you can't see that there. Good, fuck you. What are you the guy doing it? The man behind the curtain? I imagine it's still going on. If I had to guess, let's see. Walk us through what's happened. Yeah, it's already gone. And the thing is, it doesn't just delete the comment. I mean, it doesn't like hide the comment and go to spam. It straight fucking deletes it. So if you go to like check your comments, it's just gone. Sort by new. I mean, you can watch them get deleted. I was doing this earlier. So I imagine pretty much all of these will be deleted when we refresh. Walk us through it. Yep. All of those are gone. It's fucking crazy. And it's always 18 seconds. This will be comment number 10 from me. It makes no sense. This is like some haunted shit. I thought it was a prank at first, like Matt was leaning over my shoulder deleting comments without me noticing. And likes don't change anything. I imagine it's gone by now. Yep. Pretty wild. It's like an actual haunted video. Yeah, maybe I really was cursed by that egg. Couldn't tell you. I don't know what dictates a surviving comment or why they get deleted, why it's 18 seconds. I got so superstitious I looked up the significance of the number 18 thinking it's somehow related to the devil or Slender Man or something. Makes no sense. but it is always 18 seconds when I leave a comment, and for the majority of them. Some of them make it to 30 seconds. A few of them auto-deleted after an hour. It's all over the place. It's about having a relevant comment, that's the speculation. No, I thought that too, and I tried that. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. I'll just go ahead and say, wow, these are nice cars. I said something similar to this last in one of the earlier ones. It has nothing
like
to
a
do
few
with
more
whatever the
seconds to
comments
this.
say. It just auto deletes things after 18 seconds, regardless of the content and regardless of likes on the comment. Like you in real time, you can just watch comments being vanished. I don't know, it's pretty cool.
And now I've witnessed this. I know Zoxalisk there was one video that I did that he was trying to leave comments under it, and I was watching it, and like 10 times that he was trying to leave these comments, and then like the last few comments I was watching, I click on it and it would just disappear.
And it's gone. Now it's time for me to bust some myths here. A lot of people are saying the comments aren't getting deleted, just moved to the bottom or buried in other comments. This is objectively false. The comments are completely gone. They are removed. And when you go to your
Shadow Band Refugee says that actually happened to me today on a video Richie Medhurst dropped, liked, commented, saw the like dropped off, refreshed, the comments were gone, and the video and the views back at 0. Yeah, it's all screwed up right now. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Crap. All right, let's get out of this guy. I've seen enough. All right, so that's one. I mean, that's just, I mean, it doesn't seem to even matter anymore. Like, what is it that you're talking about? Oh, this one's interesting. Now, Montauk was in Facebook jail, which I don't usually use Facebook because it's kind of a toxic cesspool. And so while he was in Facebook jail, I posted, he asked me to post a meme to his page, so I did, and it says, false information found in your post. Your post contains the same information as a post checked by independent fact checkers. It may have small differences. Independent fact checkers correctly say information in your post is partially false. So stop the spread of false news. We have added a notice to your post. Now, let's see if you can see this. Okay, so here's what I posted. Here's the notice. It says false information. The same information was checked. And see why or see photo. You go down to the next one. This is the offensive meme. This is the thing that Facebook must protect us all from. The fact that, you know, we're pointing out that every single president drops bombs. Now, is that inaccurate? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, if you go to this, okay. So drone attacks were also carried out under Donald Trump. Yep, I didn't say that it wasn't. This is the meme that they're saying is incorrect, right? Now, if you'll notice, they edited it to where it says that Trump didn't drop bombs. This isn't the original meme. I posted the original one. Somebody went in and photoshopped this to where, you know, Trump didn't drop bombs, apparently, even though he dropped the mother of all bombs. The one that they came down, if you, oh my God, no, go away. So this is the original meme, the one that I posted. And it says, an older form of the meme, however, also showed a different picture. Bombs fall from all 4 panels, i.e. during all 4 presidencies, and the message was both sides are throwing bombs. The graphic appeared, for example, on November 17th in 2020 on Twitter. The picture can be found at a better resolution on MemeDroid. It is marked. In this case, however, this is the important part, the message in the original image is correct. All 4 presidents carried out at least one drone attack during their term of office. So even the link that they said, look, we're fact checking you based on this person's information. You go to that person's information and they say that I'm absolutely right. Not that I needed them to tell me that, not that you needed them to tell you that, but it's right, even by their standards. And I still got that, warning. So they can't even get it right. What's this one? Oh, this is from March 23rd. Monotalk's channel was taken down for about a week. He wasn't allowed to do live streams, upload videos, nothing. So that was his. He's back up and running now. For how long, we don't know, but oh, that's where I posted that. Okay. I thought this was interesting. So this, in a protest against censorship, photographer A.L. Schaefer staged this iconic photograph in 1934, violating as many rules as possible in one shot. And he said, fuck censorship. I love that. I love it. That's what you got to do. Say, oh, you don't want me talking about these things? All right, let's get into it. That's what I'm going to talk about then. And Knowing Media brought up, anyone notice the ridiculously short selection of images when you type in Julian Assange and Google Images, which I came across this. I've noticed this. I'm like, you can't tell me, with as many artists and activists out there that are trying to help out with Julian Assange, that there isn't a vast amount of pictures out there or artwork. And you can't find anything on Google. I mean, of course. But yeah. So I have the same problem searching. Okay. Rob said, I also have the same problem when searching for articles about virology. Dr. Tom Cohen gets ranked at the bottom or page 2. Yeah. And then this is the one that I posted today because I got a notification about James Corbett's new video. And when I went and clicked on it, this video is no longer available because the YouTube account associated with this video has been terminated. Yep. So he's gone. I mean, this is absolutely so, it's happening at such a fast rate that I don't know, it's hard because the more people we're losing, the harder it's going to be to fight back. With the rate that everybody's getting kicked off of things and demonetized and sanitized, it's going to be really difficult. We're talking about every single day there's somebody new to add to the list. There's just more and more and more. It's hard to keep up with. And just the stuff that people have posted here, that's just, the tip of the iceberg. There's probably a lot more there. I know that Franco had his buddies on that were, they're a sports channel that got they didn't get deplatformed. They got their video taken down. So yeah, it doesn't even matter, but that's the thing. And here's the next thing I want to talk about. Let me bring this up. Because Steve on Slow News Day mentioned that doesn't matter what video you're watching, the next video that's getting recommended in YouTube is going to be something from mainstream media. And I've seen that happen so many times. Like I get done watching Convo Couch or Slow News Day, and the next thing that happens is the next video that plays is something from like MSNBC or something like that. Now, I've been on YouTube for quite some time, and it used to be that the algorithm would they would give you recommendations based on what they thought you would like, not necessarily just based on your watch history, they're like, oh, well, if you watch this, of course you'd like this. Now, based on my watch history, there is nothing in it that would say, hey, I'm definitely interested in what Rachel Maddow has to say, right? But I'm still getting, offered those videos after watching Slow News Day. So I'm going to bring this up real quick. Give me just a sec. Now I haven't, I don't think I've accumulated enough information to really draw conclusions from. But if y'all get any instances of this, when you're watching somebody that's like definitely not mainstream, not that I don't think anybody here would, but in the next video is recommended is something that is for mainstream media. If you could screenshot that and send it to me, that would be awesome, because I'm trying to figure out how they're basing that, what they're basing that off of. Messenger. So I went to a bunch of different people's channels. Start with the first one. Back to this screen share. Okay, so this is the first one. I was watching Yo Bro, of course. And what does it recommend? The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Okay. Next one is Slow News Day. We Are All Assange live episode. What's recommended? Jimmy Kimmel Live. Trump complains about cancel culture. Let's go to the next one. This is Ben Swan. Life insurance unchanged by COVID. Recommended is Last Week Tonight, The National Debt, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. John Oliver gets pushed on me. I don't know about y'all, but John Oliver gets pushed on me constantly. He's like the AOC of YouTube recommendations. It's just no, thank you. No. But he's constantly, I mean, just every other video is recommended John Oliver. Just stop. Now, the next one was Richie Medhurst. AOC makes excuses for Biden's border camps. And again, like I was just saying, Last Week Tonight, the national debt. This is with Savage Joy Marie Mann and Tara Reid. What's recommended? Oh, never guess it. It's Last Week Tonight. But this one, it's retirement plan. So they're mixing it up a little bit. And that's it for that. Like I said, I haven't, gathered enough information to really draw any kind of like data from it, but yeah, this is it. What about watching Slow News Day would say, hey, you know what? You like Jimmy Kimmel. You like Jimmy Kimmel. Those two things are completely on opposite sides of the spectrum, right? I got to fix my video. I'm not on here. But yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous that we're supposed to believe like, okay, yeah, this is they're pushing it. They're pushing these narratives, and they don't care what you like. They don't care what you don't like. You're going to watch this. You're going to like it. You're going to like it. You're going to watch it. You're going to like it. We're going to keep recommending it because that's how propaganda works, right? You say something enough times, you recommend it enough times, eventually people will cave and they'll watch it or believe it or whatever. Just stop. I'm not going to watch John Oliver YouTube. I know that you're listening to me. So just stop. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to watch John Oliver. All right. Let's see what's going on with chat. I haven't checked back in a while. It's get out of all this other stuff. Yep, Autumn Sword is one. Oh, we got Howard Kramer here. Oh, Tokyo's still in there, man. Let me tell you. Yeah, he's been following me around for a couple of years now. Josh says I don't watch Jackson Hinkle. Oh, wait. Bring this up. Yeah. I'm trying to get caught up with the chat. Yeah, just when it comes to Tokyo, yeah, he'll go around. You'll see that there's about 3 dislikes every single channel that he watches gets. And all 3 are him, because all he does is create accounts and argue, with people. And he creates other accounts, so it makes it seem like, other people agree with him. Okay, well, at least for a year, because there was one of my videos from at least a year back that there was a comment on, at least a year. So maybe not quite a couple years. The link for what do you need, Jilly? Yeah, I know. I'm a night owl, because I'm up all day, in Washington, D.C. as a CIA agent. And then at night, I transform into a YouTuber. Fruited liar. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Tokyo sheep. Ah, okay. Yes, it's very stressful. It takes a lot of coffee, but I managed to get through it. I mean, all those CIA benefits are definitely worth the grift. Yeah, don't ban Tokyo though, because look, I mean, I'd rather him come on here and say it under his name than he's allowed to be stupid. Okay, that's his right. With the First Amendment, it's his right to be as ignorant as he wants to be. So unless he's completely disrupting the flow of conversation, I allow it to happen. Because if not, he'll just get into one of his other, accounts and start commenting that way. Oh, I know. Okay, look, you and Snork haven't been able to like jump in with any of the live streams, so I'm going to start doing some a little bit early, so that way, I can get. You can't cancel him. This is Free Speech Friday. I get it though. It gets old really fast. But yeah, I just. What in the chat? Oh yeah, speaking of Snork, there you are. Yeah, by the time I get up the gumption to do a live stream, and usually I'll sleep in. I stay up all night, so yeah. This is about the time that would be like everybody else's evening news, but yeah. So anyway, I think that's all the ones that I have, all the instances I have of censorship over there on my Discord. Let me double check with Roar Media's, which is another favorite of Tokyo Show. I'm gonna check with them and see if they have anything any different. If I can find their Discord. There's so many Discords now. I don't know. That was a lot of information to get through really quick. I hope that all made sense. I was just trying to go over it like super quick and get it out there. Where is their Discord? There it is. go to media censorship. There we go. Oh, no, nothing new on there. It's basically the same thing. Yeah. All right. So that's it. That's all the censorship that I have so far. Like I said, if anybody else, if you see any instances of it, like anybody getting silenced, kicked off of platforms, demonetized, deplatformed, anything like that, just send it my way. I'm at _redneckonomics on Twitter. Or you can, if you're in my Discord, leave it there or, wherever. But yeah, I'm trying to figure it out because I think it's not so much that to avoid it. I mean, originally that was my thing. I was like, maybe we could figure out a way to avoid it, but I don't think there's really no way of doing that. But if we learn, we can kind of like reverse engineer algorithm is what I'm trying to do, because there's somebody somewhere had to sit down and create this algorithm that says, look, if somebody says this, if they type this, right, if this is the name of their stream, or if they mention these things, then we need to make sure that they can't say those things anymore, right? So this is an algorithm specifically designed to make sure that people can't communicate about certain things. So what is it that they don't want us communicating about? What is it that, what ways are they using to monitor that? So is it something, within chat? Is it something, is it like, can they go through our videos? I mean, I'm pretty sure they can, because it was something like if you cuss within like the first 5 minutes of your live stream, they'll yank you. So yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out what is it that they're really scared about? What are they scared about us having a conversation about? So let's see what else. Did you cover that? Hold on, let me scroll back up. And Jordan Cheriton getting a second strike. I didn't cover that. I heard something about it, but honestly, he's so well covered that, not that I like it when it happens to anybody, even Jordan Charlton. I don't like the stuff that he does especially when he advocates for other people getting censored, but then wants to cry about it when he gets censored. I'm not one of those people. I don't think that, like I said, I respect everybody's right to be, even stupid or an asshole, or to come out here and say the truth. So, and Jordan has that right with the First Amendment, and it should be protected no matter what stupid shit he's saying. Jared R., I'm an independent, but I don't use Discord a lot. I wasn't for a while there, but I found that it's a pretty good way to share information and talk to people. But then again, it just got bought up by Bill Gates, so I'm not sure how long that's going to be good for, right? Choosy Heretics is here. YouTube is coming to an end. I wonder how long it will exist. Yeah, I mean, they want to turn YouTube into cable. That's it. I mean, what am I getting recommended? It's all cable shows. I don't want to watch your fucking cable. That's why there's YouTube, because people liked that. They like the independent content. They like that freedom that people could go on there and say things that you couldn't say on mainstream media. And now they want to turn it into mainstream media, cable news, or cable broadcasting 2.0. And the craziest part is it's not even good for their bottom line. It's not good for profit. You allow people to go in there and make the best shows they can, regardless of who it pisses off. It will get the views and get you money. But no, Raytheon doesn't feel comfortable advertising on YouTube when there's people in there, telling all the truth about Raytheon. So, I'm bad for ads, but that's why my channel is demonetized, and I don't do like Patreon or anything like that. So it's just a way to fly under the radar for a little bit longer, because I don't like it, but YouTube is the most popular platform right now. Hopefully Rockfin will get their chat set up to where you can use it easily on your phone, because I know that's the biggest drawback from people using Rockfin. So hopefully they'll get that worked out soon, and we'll be able to go over there and talk. If not, I've got stuff backed up on Odyssey. There's, BitChute is another one. Let's see. He was wrong when he complained. Hypocrite, liar, censor. Yes, that's me. Now, Tokyo, we've already had this conversation. I'm just saying, I told everybody not to censor you, that I believe in the First Amendment, so you have your right to do your thing. Just don't, as long as it doesn't interrupt the conversation, right? It's good so far, but I'm antisocial, and that's a strike against it. Yeah, and when you think about it, that's what YouTube is doing, is they're stealing. They are stealing. They don't make content. They're not content creators. They have everybody else do the work for them, and then they choose who they want to pay and who they don't. That's theft. I mean, because people are still going to Convo Couch. They're still going to Franco Analysis, right? So they're getting the viewership, but they're stealing the profits from them and saying, like, well, you don't deserve it, so we'll just keep it. Who's Billy? Yeah. Jumpsuits, love you, heretics. It's not on my TV. Recommend corporate news even above the vids from the channels I sub to. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, if you have any instances of those, screenshot it, send it to me on Twitter, or send it to me, wherever, on Discord or however you want to. We got, oh, Jim Taggart. Vimeo is good. Yeah, I always forget about Vimeo, but I found a few channels in there. Oh, I'm Stevie. This is Redneck Economics. Welcome here. Schultzy, shucks. Schultzy. I missed your show, Stevie. Just thought I'd say hello to you and everyone. Hope all's well. Yeah, all good here. Good considering, the insanity that we're living in. But yeah, I hope you're doing good. It's good to see you. It's sock puppet time. It's Uber and Lyft. Oh yeah, Uber and Lyft, they do that too. There's like billions of dollars every year that employees lose from getting, not paid by their employers. Like they'll short them on hours and stuff. I know, or making them work off the clock, which was a common thing that happened at Little Caesars, and not just the one that I worked at. I mean, I'm hearing this from other stores, around the United States, that saying that, they were forced to work off the clock, which is why when I was manager and I would have, some of the employees there, they'd say like, oh, I'll stay over and help you. I'll clock out. I said, no, don't do that. You don't get paid enough for that shit. You're making $8.75 an hour. You're not going to clock out and do this when the person that owns the store was flying around in a private jet, right? No. Fuck those dishes. They can stay there. Okay. Let's see. Oh. All right, so we're going to wrap up here soon because I try not to go over an hour, and I've already gone over an hour. I want to finish up with everybody. Jersey. Okay. Buddy, if you got a problem with Steve, best take it up with him. I don't know anything about that stuff, but I'm just trying to do my thing over here. I lined up people for an interview, and they act like they don't even know about it. Ask me what books to read during. Is this Carnation Revolution Month? Yeah, dude, if you have any book recommendations, please let me know. I'll check it out because I've been wanting to, especially with the discussion that they had on Franco the other day with Skeptical Mantis and Anthony and Propaganda and all them. I definitely want to know more about this. And Yelbro. How about Susie Dawson's Panquake? I don't know. I don't know. I know that it costs money to sign up for it, and you know, I get it that you gotta, it takes money to do things, but just, a lot of people can't do that right now. Oh, Rosenfield's here. Oh, Rosenfield has a channel too. I know he does like sometimes it's movie reviews and a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's good stuff. Oh, dude, whatever. All right, Cake and I love you. See you. Yeah. Oh, Beauty and the Boomer. I need to get back on there, man. I miss talking to them. They're awesome. And I haven't been on there for weeks now. Hank the fourth is putting out music. Oh my gosh. If you're in LA, please join Assange. Yes, thank you for reminding me of that. Okay, so tomorrow, yes, tomorrow is the 11th, and that is let me bring up the, God, thank you so much for that, Julie. I got a thing with all the information on there. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to share the graphic. So this is the We Are All Assange Fuck Censorship event. So it's going to start out at the CBS building on Sunset and Gower. And then it's going to go up Hollywood Boulevard and then down Cahuenga. I butchered the name. To CNN on Sunset and Cahuenga. And that is going to be tomorrow. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Got my days mixed up. Saturday is the 10th. That's not when the march is. The march is going to be on Sunday, the 11th. How bad? The 10th is for something that's, I think it's like press stuff or whatever. But yeah, definitely if you're out there, I wish I could go. I wish I could go so bad. I mean, I could go to a rally, go hang out at the beach. It sounds pretty awesome. But I'll help support them any way I can, even if I can't make it out there. So, and we've got our own thing that we're planning here. I was talking to somebody from one of our groups, and she gave me the idea of, since we don't have a whole lot of people here in West Virginia, our best bet might to be like strategically placing people for like awareness. So what I figured out is that here in Charleston, there's about 20,000 people that commute in and out of the city for work. That's during the weekdays though. And so if we had people at all the, exits that, leaving the city, all the roads are, entrance ramps up to the highway, and had people there with, signs saying Free Assange and stuff, that's 20,000 people that we could reach versus what, like 10 people showing up at a location. So we could probably reach enough people with that one to build one to like an actual, like all together rally. So we're going to start with that, but it's going to have to be after the 11th because that falls on a Sunday, and this is Bible Belt country and nobody does anything on Sundays. So it's going to have to be like sometime throughout the week. So I'm going to set a date and try to get people on board with that sometime between, I'd say probably like 4 and 6, because that's when people get off work. That's like our rush hour traffic. So if we can get people out there for at least an hour, somewhere between 4 and 6, that's a lot of people that can, learn about Julian Assange. and hopefully help out. So let's go back to the chat. So graffiti at this exit TV. I don't know. That's pretty violent. I don't know if I can do all that. Think of all the people I'd be hurting with graffiti. Did you hold on? I've lost track of the chat. Also, maybe we can pull Irina. Okay. Did you put the books in there? Because I'll go back up and grab the names of those if you got the names of books, Carnation. Yeah, and well, the thing is here, I mean, we've got 1.8 million people spread out over the entire state. I mean, there's more people in one city in California than there is in the entire state here, right? So it's a lot harder to get everybody to come together for a rally or something. But you know, you got to be smart with your numbers. So that's the smartest thing I could think of to do. The most effective way of organizing people is just to have everybody at these you know, roads and exit ramps and stuff. Oh, there's no books. Okay. Oh, thanks, Jilly. So there's no books, but I mean, there's stuff on the internet about it. So I'll look into it some more, because I know you said that this was a bloodless revolution, which I think, you know, we'd all prefer, right? Like nobody wants to shed blood. But yeah, that would be the way to go. Nations, people, and military united. So yeah, that's what I read a little bit about it already, and it was that, you know, people uniting with the military. Yeah, that's what it's going to have to take. I mean, I don't want them going out and fighting those wars, and I think most of them would agree they don't want to go out there and, you know, because they get you to sign up for the benefits and the college and the patriotism, but it's just not the reality of it. So anyway, that's it for this one. I really appreciate everybody being here and helping out and all the information you give me. A lot of new people in here that I haven't seen before, and some people I've seen in other channels and stuff that, you know, are new to at least over here. So it's good to see everybody. And yeah, I'll try to do one a little bit earlier next time, so, you know, different people can join in. But anyway, that being said, if you got any more information, you know, send it to me on Twitter, on Discord, or whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching. All right, bye y'all.